consultants, providing resources, providing fund, whatever, but if we don't get any help, we think that we can sustain it for some time. The other thing that if you read the email that Dr. Amin sent, we're trying to establish is a separate funding source, and that's gonna be for profit, and that's gonna be for investors. A separate from ICE, separate from the Innovation Center, separate legal entity. We were thinking of either to be a holding company or venture capital group. We're still exploring this. So the problem is venture capital group is not common in Egypt, and maybe the Egyptian laws do not cooperate well with the venture capital. So currently we are studying this. If we go for a holding company, this is something we can do quickly because holding company is well known in Egypt and it's well established within the system. So the reason I came here, or I asked to speak to Egyptians here last time, it was in November, I think? Or
in November, beginning of November.
Yeah, last month and this month is to see if there is interest to have, for example, a holding company. And we can have some investors to go in, maybe 5 or 10 founders. They go in and they put together some money, and this will be this holding company will support not the seed fund, no, the enough financial support to translate these innovations coming out of ICE into a good company.
How you decide which project you think you're gonna go to invest? Who's gonna be because you're gonna be like a VC, right? You are a VC right now? Venture capitalist?
No, right now he's offering the infrastructure for an incubator.
No, but he has company here in America. Are you a venture capitalist in America?
No,
like you
I
can
have a drug development company.
Ah, okay. But
I have Nerve Access, it's a drug development company.
But if somebody has like a patent or something, or a good project, you can buy it and you can develop it?
Are you talking about ICE in Egypt?
No, here in America. Because we need somebody, I know an Egyptian who actually is a VC, venture capitalist. He's in California, and I was in University of Berkeley, California. A couple of years, one of my patent was participating there. And this guy actually handling $900 million of funds for venture capitalists. And he works on things related to media, so something like Netflix, stuff like that. So if he found a good idea, he sponsored this. So you need somebody who already has the vision of a VC, venture capitalist, so he can choose which project that he can be selected, so we can invest our money.
We're jumping ahead a
right?
little bit. We're jumping ahead a little bit. First of all, we need to agree. The ICE is already there established, and it will produce good ideas and good innovation after supporting them for some time, after incubating them for some time. Now, we need to have that funding source, and we will form. They will be like board of directors. This board of directors could be 5 people, 10 people, whatever. It could be the founders or somebody else. The founders will agree on all of that. To what tracks and what innovation should we invest in? It will be the decision of those board of directors.
And that would be separate from...
separate entity, separate legal entity.
So there will be really neutrality in their selection process.
Sure, yeah. Whatever whatever the interest of the investors, they will of course they have to be trusted.
I think that's essential really to really for the project to grow. You really need to establish source of funds. Actually, the US government is doing exactly that. I mean, you're familiar with SBIRs. You know what SBIR is?
That's a federal grant.
The small business innovative research. The US knows that small companies are, what politicians say is true. It's the small companies that are fueling the economy in the United States. So the US government, by act of Congress, many years ago, they put like $700 million every year for new ideas. They start with seed money of 50,000. It goes through 3 phases. SBIR is 3 phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Phase 1 is an idea, 40,000, 50,000, $100,000. And then second phase, bring that idea to something more like a prototype or a product or an idea that can really go into manufacturing or go to wide scale. That's phase 2. Phase 3 is that if your idea is successful and you really want to go large scale or start. So there is.
But that's a federal
Before the
grant.
fall of Mubarak, there was a program in the Egyptian government exactly doing SBIR. And I think your idea is great. I'm not saying you need a lot of funds from people here, but also you need to link and find who was responsible. I don't remember who was it. There was either in the البحث العلمي أو وزارة التعليم العالي, there was a department that doing SBIRs exactly like the American model, but the amount of money was less, slightly less. It was probably $40,000 here.
You mean
$40,000
SBIR for ICE or for what?
No, it's the government.
for your project?
For ICE?
Yes.
Okay, that's
No,
fine.
I'm not talking for ICE. For the project that